So people are outraged at the idea of the Gazans being relocated. Well, have a look at this. Egypt is saying, no, we're not going to take in Gazans, even though they claim to deeply care about them. But some months ago, Egypt's president al-Sisi, he suggested moving all of the Gazans to Israel's Negev desert. Have a watch.
If there is an idea of displacement, there is the Negev desert in Israel. It is possible, or the Palestinians are transferred until Israel finishes its stated mission of liquidating the resistance or armed groups in it.
So, the Gazans, the Arabs in Gaza, can move to the Negev, and that's fine. They can be moved there. And that's not ethnic cleansing. But it's only if they're moved outside of Israel. Notice, by the way, how he never suggested that they could move to the Sinai desert temporarily, which is the desert, just like the Negev desert is, the Sinai desert being in Egypt. So clearly, we can see here that the hypocrisy, that the indignation against this move of relocating the Gazans is not about a genuine concern for the people of Gaza. It's not about genuine desire for peace. What it's about is a desire to see Israel continuously undermined and not have the Israel-Palestine conflict resolved for good. This has always been the case. It's always been the case since the conflict started that the Arabs have tried to say that they are just these victims of Israel and that they just have a desire for statehood and self-determination and dignity. But whenever that's been put to the test, it's been proven that they're not interested in that, and what they're actually interested in is just getting rid of Israel and undermining the Jews and the Jewish people and their right to sovereignty in the land of Israel. The Palestinian cause, since its inception, has simply been a ploy to try and get rid of Israel. The Arabs consider themselves Arabs. They'd be happy to be part of another Arab country. They'd be happy to be really part of any other Arab nation that may have conquered it in 67 or in 48. And they have rejected offer after offer for statehood. It's time that something radical shifted, because going back to the same old paradigms of two-state solutions, which is based on a false premise that they just want a state, is going to be so disastrous. It culminated, this line of thinking culminated on October 7th. Israel said, okay, we'll withdraw, you try having your own autonomy in Gaza, let's see what happens. They didn't choose peace and prosperity. They chose Hamas. They chose October 7th and celebrated it. October 7th does not represent just a desire for statehood. It represents a murderous anti-Semitic death cult that wishes to kill the Jews and have them lose their sovereignty and their safety and security. So, to really make change, people need to be prepared to say bold, hard truths. The Palestinian cause has rested on a Western weakness that's unable to see hard truths as they really are, and prefers rather to coddle and legitimize bad actions from certain people. It takes courage to say the truth, but you know what? When people do, things shift and people start to jump on the new train. So I think this hypocrisy should be shared. People should understand that the outrage that we're going to see, that's meant to be for the sake of the Palestinians, it's false. And actually, much as it is about undermining Israel, it also undermines the Arabs' well-being as well, because it forces them to continue to be the pawns of this anti-Israel, anti-Semitic cause that leads to endless cycles of death and bloodshed. Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.